Hello guys, and welcome to Watch Reviews by Hurley. If you enjoy this review, please do like, share, and subscribe. Much appreciated. Today I'll be reviewing what I consider to be a true professional diver's watch, the Helm Vanuatu 300 meter stainless steel diver. I will be showing you a bit of Fiji dive film with the Helm Vanuatu at depth on a dive me and my brother took recently, last September 2024. We did hit a patch of bad weather when we were there, 30-mile-per-hour winds and heavy rains for about 6 days, but plenty of dives we were able to get during the 10 days we were there. First, let's show you how the Helm comes in the box and what you get in the box. The box isn't anything too fancy, but it's better than most boxes at this price point of $285 plus $35 shipping, which is a great bargain, and I'll get into why it's a bargain as the review proceeds. So you get this nice heavy-duty black box with the linen type texture with the black glossy embossed Helm logo. I really do like their logo, by the way. Inside you'll have a black packet which has your international warranty card, record of testing, you get some stickers, and your instruction booklet. Also, you get a Helm logo cleaning cloth, which is pretty nice. This is how you receive the watch in a nice presentation box. On this particular watch, I chose the black NATO strap, or nylon strap, and then you also get your stainless steel bracelet as well, which is really nice. And you get the tools to change your links and your for fitment on your wrist. So that all comes in the box. Pretty nice package you get. As I mentioned, I considered the Helm 300 meter diver to be a true professional diver's watch. And now most of the divers I plan on reviewing on my channel are considered to be a true diver's watch because they're either water resistant at a minimum of 200 meters or more, or they are pressure tested, which typically the company will back that up. Now that doesn't mean at some point I will review a watch that has less water resistance, because not everybody who is a watch enthusiast will need a watch to take snorkeling, swimming, or scuba diving. You may just want a splash-proof watch that when you wash your hands, it's not going to ruin the watch and have some basic protection from humidity. Which, by the way, most dive watches are not only resisting water at a certain depth pressure, they are protecting against humidity or that fogging up of the interior of the watch, which basically can ruin a watch and the movement. And when you're diving, it's pretty critical you have a good backup dive watch to your dive computer. Most of the time when a watch fogs up that's rated for diving, it's the result of someone not screwing down the crown properly, and not so much the quality of the watch. So I can't stress enough that people new to the automatic watches learn how to take care of your automatic watch and learn the basics of how the crown operates and its positions depending on the complications you have for your particular watch. Because if you have a date complication like this one does, you know, the positions on the crown are a little different. So all Helm watches come with an instruction booklet, and you can actually go to their website as well for additional information. As a watch enthusiast and outdoor person, my watch reviews will be opening up to a different line of watches as time goes on, such as entry-level luxury watches, dress watches. Fortunately, a lot of dive watches have been historically designed in the past and currently to where you can switch from a rubber strap like this one here onto a stainless steel strap to upgrade your look, you know, when you want to dress up and go out for more a formal event. Now let's get back to the watch. I have in my hand, which is the Helm Vanuatu stainless steel. The Helm watch, as many people know, has a bit of a cult following. If it's the first time for me to review a particular watch company, I do like to give a bit of background about the company, who they are, how long they've been around, and what I think of the company. As I have reviewed a Helm watch before called the Kuraburi, I'm not going to get into the background of the company other than that they are based out of Hong Kong and launched their first watch back in 2015, which was the Vanuatu, I believe. If you haven't seen my review of the Helm Kuraburi, you can see it through my YouTube channel, Watch Reviews by Hurley. Now, typically, if I'm reviewing a watch brand, I already know in advance that the watch is of good or very good quality. Based on the research I do and sea trials I perform, they typically have a proven track record and reliability, are well built with better than average customer service, which I think is important to any watch enthusiast. And Helm is a great company which with great customer support. I've known them for a few years now and been really happy with all my transactions through Helm. Several of the most important elements that me and my brother check for are water resistance, possible leaks, humidity in the interior of the watch, luminosity, how it feels on the wrist. Let me throw this on real quick. And with this nylon strap, it's very a little bit lighter, obviously, than the stainless steel strap. But with my slightly large wrist, it has a nice presence on it. And another important aspect, of course, is the bezel action on this Helm Vanuatu is near perfect, if not perfect. Lines up really nicely. As you can see, the 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and back to the 12 where the pip is. I go through all of the positions just to show consistency with where the bezel lines up. Nice unidirectional 120 click bezel, not too firm, not too loose. Really good coin edge grip. Allows for your to grip this even when your hands are wet. Of course, it helps that the watch is designed nicely, but also has a nice presence on the wrist, in addition to functioning well. And the Helm designs are, in fact, a very nice, have a very nice eye appeal with some very unique designs. I'm still hoping they do add some more dial colors and enhanced designs at some point, as we haven't seen any new updates from Helm from some time. Matt, the owner of Helm, has mentioned to me that something is in the works, but did not want to commit to any launch dates. So if I hear of any, because they usually go through prototypes and all that, it all takes time. So if I hear of anything, I will definitely get on the waiting list to get myself a prized Helm watch. The reason I say prized is that many watch enthusiasts who follow Helm understand that you can only acquire a Helm is by getting on their email waiting list. You're issued a waiting list number, and then your number moves through the waiting list as watches are produced and released. You're then notified of when your number comes up on the waiting list via email. But it's all worth it if you want to get a Helm watch. Let me first mention that the Helm watch lineup is named from some pretty cool dive destinations. Their current models are the Vanuatu, which I have in front of me here, the Kuraburi, the Komodo, and Miyako. So Helm offers 4 models. If you add the additional 2 titanium editions offered on the Kuraburi and Vanuatu models, that makes a total of only 6 models. But if you add the various dial color options, date complication options, there's about 20 particular models you can pick from. So a bit more on Helm, how Helm came up with their model names. Kuraburi is a coastal town in southern Thailand. Vanuatu is a country in the southwestern Pacific, about 500 kilometers from Fiji Islands, where, by the way, I will be showing you some dive film from Fiji today with the Vanuatu on the wrist at depth. Komodo is part of the Lesser Sunda chain in Indonesia. Miyako is a group of islands on the Okinawa prefecture. So some interesting trivia there. But let's get back to the Helm. I do consider this Helm Vanuatu model to be a true professional diver's watch. This is due to the fact that every Helm watch is depth tested, from which they follow the ISO 6425 standard, which requires submerging every completed watch in the water for 2 hours at pressure equal to 125% of the watch's water resistance rating. In the case of this Helm Vanuatu, is rated at 300 meters. See if I can get you to get those hands out of the way so you can see the logo. This is a kind of a dark matte black dial, so it's a little hard to see. But it's, there it is, 300 meters. So when they test this, it's it tested at 37.5 bar or 375 meters for 2 hours, which is written out on the completed record of testing card. Every single Helm watch that is shipped and you get in the box will have that certificate of testing. It also includes the date of the test, serial number, and initials of who tested it, which are written and signed on the card, which is, you know, one of the reasons why these Helms are highly regarded within the watch collector world, and why diving enthusiasts love them and are highly sought after. So what does the ISO certified mean? It means that the watch you're wearing is up to the task it was designed, tested, and certified for that 300 meters. Now, interestingly, some of the most well-known diver watchers are not ISO 6425 certified. Think of a Rolex Submariner, Omega Seamaster, Blancpain 50 Fathoms, and the entire Doxa line are not certified, but may in fact live up to the technical standards of ISO 6425. So it's up to you to determine if a non-ISO certified watch is suitable for diving. If a watch is not certified, you can immediately tell what specifications you should expect or which standard it lives up to. So when selecting a dive watch, a lot of things should go into that decision, such as water resistance, legibility, the minute indicators, which it's nice to have those loomed on the bezel. These indicators are backups to your dive computer, which is a critical instrument. The watch is not a life-saving device, but a nice backup, and I'm emphasizing backup here to watch your oxygen. For disclaimer purposes, this is for informational purposes only. For example, if I entered the water at 10 a.m., I moved that PIP 20 minutes in advance, right there. So when that minute hand gets near the PIP, I know to be checking my oxygen and checking my dive computer. Any diver knows that you know, there are a lot of techniques you can use to conserve your tank's oxygen by breathing slowly and deeply. Efficiency of how you swim, being neutrally buoyant, and staying calm are just some of the techniques. With your Helm watch, you get the international warranty card, which I showed you earlier. Individualized serial number that includes a 1-year warranty. Let me show you on the back where that serial number is. There we go, right there near the crown. On the back, you also have the model, nice Helm embossing, engraving there. It's actually quite deep. Really nice job there. It's indicating divers 300 meter, water resistance. You got your NH35 movement, ISO 6425 compliant, stainless steel, automatic, NH35A movement. The ISO certified standard is a time-consuming effort that most brands don't bother with. For that reason, I can comfortably say that this, again, is a true professional diver's watch. That when you strap it on, it's going to perform to the standard it was designed for, as a water resistance on your Helm dial, which, as I showed on the dial, is 300 meters. Let's go into the specs. You got a grade 2 stainless steel case and bracelet. I'll show you the details about the bracelet a little bit later. Automatic movement. Screw down case back. Sapphire crystal. You have a stainless steel bezel with a black PVD coating. That's highly legible, with the 300 meter depth rating, ISO 6425 compliant. Vanuatu speaks really of high quality when you add all the specs together. Available in 2 dial variations. You can get a date wheel with the white font and black background with the white font, as you see here. Your Vanuatu will also come with a nylon strap as part of your standard package, and it's nice heavy stainless steel buckles there, so this thing can withstand some pretty harsh conditions. Standard 22 millimeter lug width. So this tool diver can be endlessly customized with aftermarket straps, but Helm does offer a whole bunch of band options you can pick from, and I'll review those later on. Some more specs. You have, again, 300 meter water resistance. You have an SS1 stainless steel bracelet, as shown here. This bracelet is really good quality. It articulates really nicely. I haven't put this on yet because I've just taken my watch diving. I will get around to putting this on at some point, but double fold over clasp. You got the Helm logo there engraved. 6 micro adjustments. Screw-in pins, which I really like. Those are easy to work with and change your fitment for your particular wrist. Solid links, solid end links. Grade A finish all around, brushed stainless steel. So really good quality there. For, again, price point of $285, you're getting a really nice stainless steel bracelet. Case diameter is 42 millimeters. The bezel does come out additional 1 millimeter, as you can see here, sticks out just a little bit beyond the case at 43 millimeters, which I like this design because it allows you to grip that bezel really nicely, and just really good action on this bezel. Lug to lug is 50 millimeters. Height is a pretty thick 16 millimeters. So this is a pretty robust watch, but pretty typical of a diver watch. Crown is a brushed 316L stainless steel as well. This screw down crown has really good action on it, and it's a nice robust 8 millimeters. So even with those crown guards, easy to grip and change your positions and your date, as you see there. So nice action on the date wheel. Very good, easy, firm grip to screw that in. Comes in nice and tight. Crown location at the 3 o'clock position. Some of their models you can get the 4 o'clock position or even the 11 o'clock position, which I find kind of interesting. You get a workhorse Seiko Instruments NH35 movement with this Vanuatu. This is obviously an automatic mechanical movement, so no winding is necessary if you wear it. If you set it aside for a day or so, I would go back and wind it, but you got about a 40-hour power reserve. If you wear it every other day, no need to wind it. You do have hacking, so if I was going to adjust the time on this, say I want to move it to 120, the sweep second stops, push it back in, starts again, so you can get precise time on this watch. You get on the NH35 21,600 beats, vibrations per hour. You get 24 joules. Again, power reserve 40 hours if it's idle. Regarding the dial and hands, dial is a matte black with luminescent hour markers utilizing the Super-LumiNova BGW9. You have a loomed handset that includes a red lollipop sweep second that's also loomed about halfway down. You see that there. Actually, it's almost like it's probably an orange. So that's an orange sweep second. I apologize. Date window at the 6 o'clock position. Very readable with that black background and white font. You have a nice kind of an icy blue Super-LumiNova that's consistent throughout all the dial markings, hour markings, bezel markings, handset, very consistent. And let's just do a quick Lume shot. Let me flash flashlight on there for a second. You can take a quick look at that really nice Lume on the Vanuatu. And I just flashed it for a couple seconds, so I will have a time lapse for you guys, 20-25 minute time lapse. Check out how the Lume works on the Vanuatu. Again, water resistance, 300 meters or 990 feet. Tested in accordance with the ISO 6425 20018 standard. Weight of this Vanuatu with the steel bracelet is 235 grams. With the NS1 nylon strap, 120 grams, so obviously much lighter on the wrist if you wear that nylon strap. And you could wear it as a daily if you put this nylon strap on. You know, some guys like the heavier watches, so you could wear this as a daily if you really want to do. Helm does offer a lot of accessories in terms of band options. You can get the stainless steel bracelets, the titanium bracelets, rubber straps. They've got a whole lot of nylon straps with various colors. Some are two-tone, three-tone with bands in them. They've got canvas straps, leather straps, but various colors, stitched, non-stitched. They got bezel parts if you want to change bezel colors and type of material. They have, I think it's a sapphire bezel option that you can get. They got all your bracelet parts, such as links or in-links, clasp parts, spring bars. So Helm has a very well laid out website with drill downs to not only review the various models they provide, which again are only the 6 models, but with all the color variations and date complications, again, you have about 20 different watches to pick from. So let's talk a little bit about how you can get your hands on one or two of these Helm watches. First, they do not sell directly from the website where you can shop, pick a watch, and put it on your cart and check out. You have to submit your email address, get on the waiting list. I think when I first submitted my email, I was number 3,800. Other watches, I was around 3,000, and so on. So you either wait for your number to come up and they notify you via email, from which you have only 48-hour window to complete your order, or you get passed up. Now, I did miss a window one time. I sent Matt an email, and he honored my position on the wait list. But I wouldn't wait too long. He may not, offer your position if you let too much time go by, because they make these in batches, and they're just, once they're gone, they're gone. So they go pretty quick. They do have an occasional random lottery where people had missed their window. They offer those spots up to some lucky person on the list. You'll get an email all of a sudden saying, hey, you won the lottery. Would you like to proceed with the purchase? So some people might ask, why does it take so long to get a Helm? Well, for one, Helm is a micro brand company that makes limited batches of watches, which are only released at certain times of the year. Furthermore, because each Helm is depth tested and certified is the other reason they only produce so many at a time. But the quality and what they put into their watches is you get a lot of bang for your buck. So again, that's why they're highly sought after and strong demand for these Helm divers. And again, that ISO certification, not a lot of companies go through that, take the time to do that. Probably one of the strongest lume dials you can get out there, along with the broad, high visible minute and hour hands, workhorse Seiko NH movements, extremely well-built bracelets, drilled lug holes, which you don't see a lot on the divers, six micro adjustments on the bracelet again, solid in links, milled clasp, nice function on that, very secure when you put that clasp down. And the sapphire crystal with the anti-reflective coating, all speak of high quality and all around a well-built watch, which when you combine all these specs and the price point of around $285 for the stainless steel version and $350 I think for the titanium model, it's a real hard price to beat with all of these nice specs. I would check their website, helmwatches.com, for updated pricing. I will tell you they are priced at a great value. So was the wait worth it? Definitely. It's the business model the owner follows, and if you want a Helm, it's pretty much how you can get your hands on one. I know there is some used ones on the market out there from time to time. The Miyako took me about 2 years to get, which has a really nice Arabic numerals and unique dial design. Love that watch. Again, on the Vanuatu, I love the robust hour markers, large minute and hour hands, all with heavy BGW9 Super-LumiNova. Screw down crown at the 3 o'clock position. Functions really nicely. Great gripping action. I hate it when there's not enough milling on that crown, and it's not big enough, which makes it hard to grip, especially if you're in the water. Well, of course, you want to have that screwed down before you get in the water, but when you get out, maybe you want to adjust some timer on it or whatever. Again, what sets the Helm apart from most divers is the robust lume that they provide, all around on the bezel, markers, and handset. Now, I did wait about a year to receive this, and I'm absolutely thrilled that it's in front of me. And I was able to take it to Fiji last September. Some people may consider this to be a tool diver, but with the depth testing and ISO certification, I truly consider the Helm Vanuatu and other Helm diver models to be considered a true professional diver watch. The 300 meter depth rating, ISO certification, that compliance pretty much sets them apart from a lot of the vendors out there. So I do have the entire collection. It took me a few years to acquire it, but persistence and patience paid off. There is, this 50 millimeter lug to lug is quite forgiving and does sit pretty well on the wrist, even with my larger wrist. And it's real appealing to me aesthetically as just a classic timeless diver. This design never gets old, and maybe that's why he hasn't changed his designs too much, but definitely would like to see some new dial colors come out. Without a doubt, one of the most appealing features next to the depth rating and performance to me on the Vanuatu is the smooth action on this 120 click unidirectional bezel, which just sounds really nice and well designed and engineered. And lines up perfectly. And no back play on that as well when you position it. If you push too much, it won't move, but it's definitely firmer than most of the bezels out there, dive bezels. I have the date model option and the NH35, which is a very solid and reliable movement with the 24 joules. Ability to hand wind. I personally need and like some of the bigger watches, 40 millimeters or above, to switch up my collection. And for my larger wrist, the 42 millimeter works nicely for me. Some really nice features of this case are the fact that you get again, those drilled lugs for swapping out straps really easily from rubber to stainless steel, 6 micro adjustments on the bracelet means you're going to get really good fitment. And again, it articulates really well with those solid end links. The 16 millimeter thickness is a bit robust, maybe for a daily, but if you, like I said, you throw on that nylon strap, this can be worn as a daily, no problem. It's a fun watch to wear. I do get compliments on it frequently. So for me, to follow Helm's purchasing procedure is well worth the wait, as all good things come with patience and time. So in conclusion, the Helm is truly a magnificent timepiece for what you pay. No doubt about it. In my eyes, dive watches, or any watch for that matter, are not just about style, they're about substance, which features like grade A finishing on the brushed stainless steel bracelet and the case. Very consistent, nice, smooth appearance. So well thought out, designed diver watch. But it's also built to withstand, I think, the harsh conditions. The fact that they're depth tested, certified before they leave distribution. So that's a well-packaged true dive watch in my eyes. Well, guys, that's all I have for this Helm Vanuatu review. I hope you found it informative. If you're looking for a well-built, affordable diver and you're willing to wait for it, definitely visit helmwatches.com. Get on their waiting list. I would actually put your email on all their models. And at some point some come up faster than others, but keep in mind that the different models do have different dial sizes. For instance, the Komodo is the smallest at 40 millimeters. The Miyako took the longest of all for some reason. I think it also depends on which watches are in the most demand. Just be patient and you can get your hands on one. I hope you guys enjoyed the review and dive film and Fiji. And until next time, please like, share, and subscribe, and take care. Bye for now.